What I find appealing about Puffs is its message towards the end of the show. There's a lot of fun and a lot of silly things, and we lampoon a lot of the subject material in the show. But with Puffs, towards the end of the show, you get to see what it really means to be a hero, and what it really means to be a friend, and what it really means to be a witch or wizard in this world. The world of a certain school of magic and magic is very dangerous and fraught, and just being a teenager at all is dangerous and fraught. And so to combine both of those together and really get to those messages and life's lessons at the end of the story is something, it almost catches you off guard without being too cheesy. It's very sentimental, and I really enjoy it.
As a stage manager, I love the fast-paced nature of the show. I love that it is an ensemble piece, so there's no one star of the show. It is everyone's game. And there is not a scene that goes by that not everyone is vitally important to not only pushing forward the plot and the dialogue, but also all of the interaction of the props and the really simplistic set that you have only 5 doors on this set, but you can do so much with them. So I love how complex it is within its simplicity.
I love, there's so much about this show that appeals to me. I love the humor in this show. The show is tremendously funny, but it also has a great bit of depth and meaning to it as well, which pairs with the humor and really kind of shows a different light to a story that you're kind of used to hearing.
Just because I am a big fan of, just in general of what it is based off of. And I always have been a fan since it came out and whatnot. And it just kind of brings out the quirkiness in everybody. So I am part of that house. So, so I definitely resonate with that character.
What appeals to me about the show of Puffs is just how zany and crazy it is. I've never taken myself very serious as an actor. I've always thought of myself as the kind of person that's wacky and out there and a little Jim Carrey and Robin Williams-like in certain aspects. So I've always been drawn to shows where you can be really weird and really zany and not have to worry about, I'm drawing on my past emotions, the pain that I have felt, and I will use that now. I prefer to make people laugh and be weird.
I really like the show Puffs because I'm a big wizard fan. I love everything about that fandom. So when I first heard that we were doing a show about my favorite house, I was all on board. I loved it so much, and it's so funny and so fast. It's a show for people who are big wizard fans.
I think the most appealing part of this play is both the style of comedy that it has running throughout it, and also the message that it gives at the end. It's just sort of talking about how everyone wants to be important and everyone is important in their own way, all while being absolutely gut-bustingly hilarious.
The show appeals to me in a lot of ways. There's a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of treatment of everyone as fair and equal and loving, and friendship being the most important thing.
The message of the show really appeals to me. The show itself, although it's really funny, and especially if you're a fan of this particular fandom, you're going to get every inside joke and just laugh for hours. The message is really poignant and really special. It's so heartwarming and really relatable to people, really no matter what house you belong to in this fandom or how you feel about really anything. It's a very universal message of acceptance and belonging and finding your tribe.
I think the show appeals to me, first of all, because I'm such a puff at heart, but I think that all of us have a little puffiness in us, even if we don't want to admit it. I think that everybody can find some character in this show to relate to, whether it's that you're such a true puff that you forget your keys, or get lost sometimes, or just love people and are goofy, or I just think there's so many different ways to connect to this beautiful story.
I really think that the overall message of you don't have to be some big important role in life in order to have an important impact on a small number of people.
The thing about Puffs that appeals to me the most is the humor, the pace, the silliness. I love being able to do multiple characters and multiple accents and just kind of showcase all the weird stuff that I can do. And Puffs is a great platform to do that through.
What appeals to me about the show, at first I thought that it was funny and poking fun at the original content, but the more that I've worked in it and the more that the cast has worked together, the more it's really shown how much heart it has and how much the show cares about its characters and about what the audience takes away from it.